Hey yo, what's good, my G's? G stands for Gamerz. Ignorant Gamers in the house. I'm your boy Snow. If you're new to the channel, please drop a message, let us know, say what's up. Subscribe if you like the videos. Actually, no, just subscribe. Give us 20 videos, 10 videos, and if you're not feeling us, subscribe. No harm, no foul, right? Let me tell you before we get into this video, really quickly. We don't do a lot of Nintendo stuff on this. One, because we don't have it. Two, because when we do say something, it's like a curse. The video never comes out right, or the audio goes missing. Something happens, and we have to just be like, you know what? Let's not talk about Nintendo anymore. This time, we have something that we're really excited about, and it's called Mario Kart 8. The preview went up, ton of buzz, it trended on Twitter, trended everywhere, and for good reasons, for good right. The quote-unquote industry experts are very happy with the game. Now, I got a chance to see it, not in person, but I got a chance to see some actual footage that looks terrible. If you see it on YouTube, by the way, it's terrible. Go to an actual website that has a better player than YouTube, and you will see you will see it. You will see the difference and how good this looks. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, just because the Wii U is always being slammed for being underpowered, and you know, people equate power with this little thing that I'm about to say right now, is the game is running at 60 frames per second at 1080p. Start your jokes. Why can't the Xbox? Why can't the PS4? Wii U just did 60 frames per second, 1080p on one of their games. I know the next troll type of thing is going like, well, it's a racer, it's a kart racer, rah 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 rah, right? But that's neither here nor there. So what I want to talk about is, on that note, forget about the 1080p part. The 60 frames per second on any type of game with speed is dope. Now, I've seen the footage on YouTube and off of YouTube at 60 frames per second. That game runs beautifully smooth. Next thing I'm going to talk about right now, with that in mind, is the reimagined maps, the updated versions of these maps. Like, depending on when you've been playing Mario, or when's the last time you played and got seriously involved with it, you might have your favorites. It might be Rainbow, it may be Star, it may be what's the other one? What's the other one? Donut Plains, that was always a cool one. Yeah, they all look fantastic. I mean, it's supposed to, but when you actually see it, you're like, yeah, like, what was we playing before? And my favorite one have always been, other than the I forget what they call it, like, is it the lava? Like, it's basically like when you're in a castle. So that, the Ghosts, and Rainbow Road all time has been my favorite Mario Kart tracks, and they look fantastic in this new iteration of it. So Nintendo fans who actually own or are going to go buy a Wii U, there you go. There goes a nice game other than a platformer that you can go play and enjoy. And please enjoy. You never know, you might see me there. They also brought in a few new courses, so that's always good. I think some of them are probably 3D Mario related. I've got to be honest with you, I didn't get a chance to see all the names. And the new one that I did see, I don't remember the name of it. One of the things that I also want to point out is, and I want to shout out both LittleBigPlanet that you see on the screen, but I also want to shout out Sonic Racing Transformed, which was an excellent game that many people have not played. And if you're into this kind of kart racing type thing, I think you owe it to yourself to at least play that game. But Mario Kart has added some other dimensions to the game. There's going to be some kind of hover type thing. There's going to be some like racing on the wall type thing, like F-Zero, and it's going to switch up the gameplay a little bit and get you guys competitively involved. I'm looking forward to see how the Mario Kart community adjusts to that, because that looks pretty fun. Just watching the video of it looked very fun. The other thing that I noticed and that I read a little bit about was, a couple of new items. Some items look like they're not there. Like I think there was the lightning thing. That I think that was the one that made everybody small. I think the blue shell, the dreaded blue shell, has not been seen, or has been seen very rarely. And I think on a side by side, it's a fun thing, but it might be something that you need to remove from online. Speaking of online, there's no new details online, so we don't know. And let me throw it back to the items, where they said that they're going to make it where you can customize the items. No real details, but I think they was mentioning something like it could be only banana peels or only mushrooms and something like that. One of the new items was like the plant, the pipe plants, the piranhas, or whatever you want to call them. I don't know how they behave, but I know they said that was one of them. What else? I mean, I was really just geeking off the graphics and how well it moved and how smooth it moved. I kind of forgot everything else. There was a lot of characters involved. There was a Metal Mario, and I've heard rumors that there's like a screen full of characters, and I've also heard that you could like be a tricycle or something like an ATV, so there's some customization there. And I mentioned earlier about LittleBigPlanet. The reason why I did that was LittleBigPlanet has a community that is built for play, create, share. And one of the things that we do, which is also done in My Nation Racers, is that we could create our own tracks, and that will not be available. Someone asked it in a QA. It will not be available for Mario Kart. And to be honest with you, I think that is the correct thing. Do not give people the tools in a Mario game to create their own tracks. It is not something that I don't think that community is capable of, or members from other communities could come over. But Mario is a specific brand that needs to be protected, and creating what makes Mario Kart so efficient and so great, it's such a good racing game, and if you've never played it before, then you won't understand it. And I mean, from Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, even the Wii, even the one on the 3DS, like the game, the tracks are well done. Like, I don't know what they do, what's the rigorous process that they go through, but there's a reason why those tracks, everything in a track on a Mario Kart game is there for a specific reason and or function, and therefore you will never ever have a terrible time unless you just completely suck at games in general on a Mario Kart board. You may have something that you don't like for whatever reason, but you won't say like, yo, this track is whack, like we do on shooters, like, yo, this map is terrible, sniper point over here, blah blah blah. So there was this other thing. They mentioned something else. So we were talking about like GP modes. We didn't really figure out if they had like the 2-player GP mode from way back when. Y'all remember that? And they didn't really say anything about battle mode, which, some of y'all might be like, what the fuck is battle mode? Battle mode is something that's OG Mario Kart players do. So so actually, since I mentioned 2-player championship mode and battle mode, which would be dope online and on your console, I want to say that locally 2 players were vertically split. I do remember a time when it was horizontally split. The vertical split in car games have always been an issue for me, but for karting I don't have an issue with that, so that should be cool. And I think 60 frames is still supported at 2 players, but maybe not 40. I mean, maybe not at 4 players. So we'll wait to see what that's about. And the one thing that probably everybody is or may have questions about is, can you play it without the Wii U gamepad. Yeah, you can. You can be player one with the Pro controller. Don't know how that works off the back because we're only at previews, but the Pro controller can be used, the chucks can be used, the Wii wheel can be used, and obviously the gamepad can be used. And the gamepad has information like while you're racing, it's gonna say like so first place, so second place, and the screen dynamically moves in the standings as somebody goes from one position to the next. I think there was a map on it, I can't remember. And yeah, so you won't really be missing anything because you shouldn't be looking down anyway. And I don't think that the game can be played on the gamepad, but that's neither here nor there. And overall, like, the game just looks good. I mean, it runs good. This is probably like one of the first games that I've seen that I'm actually impressed with the footage. I'm sure when the real Link game comes out, I'm going to be very impressed with that too. I don't count the last Mario because the game's always run good, but as far as like something a little bit juicier, something a little faster, something a little bit more intense, this game looks good, man. So when this game comes out, hopefully it will hold everyone down until the infamous Smash Brothers come out or Link. All I know is that there better be a Metroid announced pretty soon, or there's gonna be a riot. Metroid or riot. Anyway, this will probably be the last of Wii U news we hear in a long time from this channel. So yeah, leave your thoughts below. Let me know what you think about the previews if you've seen it, and are you excited? Do you have a Wii U? What are you playing? And yeah, Ignorant Gamers, your boy Snow, and I'm out. One.